And
this
then
is
maybe
the
you can
big
help Sue later.
I am identity week. You're
Right.
really working like scanning through this week again really, really quickly where everything is with the moon in Sagittarius, which is adventure and breaking from routine.
Mhm.
You have Tuesday with Venus and Mars and Mercury and Jupiter, all this stuff, which is all about, there's a lot of old wounds coming up that you have an opportunity to heal. So when you heal an old wound, you're understanding who you are. And then I mean, all of this, there's so much introspection this week. This is the week of your identity. Healing things that need to be healed, really remembering who you are, and then seeing if that's who you want to be.
Exactly, because our VIP next week is Venus.
Oh.
So it is going to switch back over to relationships next week.
So welcome to Curse Breakers, where we blend astrology with magic to help you break through personal blocks and reclaim your power. I'm Jacki Smith, and I'm here with my co-host and chief astrologer, Storm Sestavani. This show is sponsored by Coventry Creations, where they have magical solution for your everyday issues. Hey, Storm. So this week we're going to dive into the cosmic energy of Mars.
Mars, yes. The forecast for October the 7th until October the 13th of 2024. So Mars is actually in the background this week, okay? He's pretty much involved with every single aspect energy, major aspect energy throughout the week. And when Mars is the VIP, the very important planet, he's like your cosmic personal training.
I love that we have VAPs. That makes me super happy.
Very important planets. Mars is like your cosmic personal trainer. Okay. He pushes you to take action, set goals, stand up for yourself. But, at the same time, you don't want to, run over people.
You don't want to burn yourself out either.
He also encourages a little bit of self-discipline and, calm mediation sometimes. He wants to do it usually by punching somebody in the face, but, try to avoid doing it.
That's not calm mediation, P.S.
I know. That's why I'm saying we need calm mediation.
Got it. So, hey, by the way, I got to tell you something really cool. Do you remember 2 shows ago I talked about that deal life? We were talking about like Mercury, and I said, I found this great deal on this fully automatic espresso maker. Well, it arrived on Monday.
Okay.
And it is heavenly.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I know our listeners probably don't care, but this is just, the follow-up for that. And just hang on.
We're coffee freaks, okay? If you don't like coffee, don't listen.
Right. So it does, you can do espresso or double shot of espresso, or you can do a cup of coffee or a double coffee. And it's just, we still have the drip pot going on, and I went to go, I'll just get a cup of the drip pot that had been sitting there for a little bit. I'm like, I can't. I'm ruined. I've Marsed
I'm the
my
same
coffee.
Way with the Keurig machine. I'm the same way with the Keurig machine. I mean, I can't. No, the thought of drinking coffee out of a bun again, Jacki, just makes me.
Well, and so this is me being aggressive with my coffee.
Right.
But I'm Marsing my coffee. It shall be only this. She'll accept no less.
Yes, and I will fight to the death.
And I'm like, okay, how can I get another for home? I'm literally going. Yeah.
Well, you're going to have plenty of fiery energy in this particular week, Jacki, for you to go out into the world and get what you want, because right at the beginning of the week, we have the moon that is going on Monday, October the 7th. The moon is going to move through Sagittarius, which is this very adventurous, spontaneous type of energy. It's about breaking your daily routine, in some form of small way. It may be, going to Dairy Queen for lunch rather than McDonald's. But find some form of way to break up your daily routine and, possibly explore new things, whether it be new ideas or, you just decide to take a little trip after work, whatever.
I love this. It's so get out your calendar or your pencil and your paper. Mm-hmm. This is breaking your routine day.
Yeah, exactly.
And so since we're curse breakers, so the curse that you can look at breaking or that might come up for you is that routine and restlessness, feeling trapped.
Right.
It's a great day to break that little curse.
Right. And also use restlessness, Jackie, as a tool. Okay.
Love it.
For example, if you're just feeling on edge that day, it may be the day that after work you go for, a little drive or explore something that you don't normally do, or go and do a paintball thing with somebody, to get out that particular energy. The only thing I would watch out for, Jackie, is that when the moon is in Sagittarius, people can be very honest and very, very blunt. Okay. So kind of avoid blurting out too much. If what you're going to say may permanently affect your relationships, don't do it.
Yeah. And then that's usually a good idea to think 7 times before you say those things.
Right.
Just,
absolutely.
is it necessary to say this? So the warning is being blunt.
Yeah.
Blurting out things or impulsiveness. And the blessing of this day is sense of freedom and adventure, break away from routine.
Absolutely.
All right.
It's about breaking away from all of that particular stagnation. I picked energy and will.
Oh, I love that, because it infuses that energy to drive your intentions, and it lines with that adventurous vibe that the moon has when it's in Sagittarius.
Right.
I like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tuesday is a pretty big day. It's not the biggest day of the week, but it is a busy day. There's 3 major astrological things that are going to happen, which is Venus is going to trine Mars, Mercury is going to trine Jupiter, and Mercury is also going to oppose Chiron. Now, relationships are going to flow with ease with Venus, and this is where you can use the later, because Mercury in opposition to Chiron is a little difficult, Jackie. So you can use the positive energy of Venus trine Mars and Mercury trine Jupiter to kind of mitigate that Mercury in opposition to Chiron a little. Mercury in opposition to Chiron is still going to happen. You can't stop it from happening.
Mm-hmm.
But, you can kind of mitigate that a little. And one of the ways that you can do that is that, first of all, Mercury in opposition to Chiron is that it may be a particular time to have healing conversations with people, to talk about things, come emotionally clear about what's going on inside of you, and to focus on, I have for my, I create little cards for each day, Jackie, of what it is that I want to focus on, like a little affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
And my affirmation for this particular day is heal through your words, not hurt.
Say that again. Heal
through your words, not hurt. In other words, don't use your words as something that can hurt people. Use it for something that can heal people. Even myself.
Okay, so I love this. This is beautiful. And I love that it's just because Chiron is that eternal wound. And,
right.
And the communication.
And it may trigger the old wounds, the old tapes, the old conversations in your.
So this is your, like, a second chance or a
right.
17th chance.
What, the 290th?
Who cares? It's another one.
But you can now make a choice. You can heal with your words, even yourself. You can say, yes, this happened and it was unfair and it sucked, but this is the way that I'm going to do things differently now. Okay. Or this is how I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay. And even to, work with affirmations for yourself, or it may be, because of the fact that the energy of Venus and trine to Mars makes relationships flow easily. Okay. It also makes a lot of other things in the bedroom flow a little bit easier if you want to put that down in your calendar. And Mercury,
okay, date night.
Yeah, date night.
Writing it down right now. Date night.
Afternoon delight, Jackie, right? Afternoon delight.
My vitamins. Okay, got it.
Mercury is also going to trine Jupiter, which is great for brainstorming. It's great for exploring new ideas. I do a lot of mind maps.
Okay, now if you blend that with the Venus trine Mars and you're exploring new ideas, take double vitamins.
And the next thing that you know is that you're practicing things in the Kama Sutra.
Lay down a plastic drop cloth.
Yes. So it's, and
okay, I'm just saying Tuesday, October 8th is a big day. It's just going to be a big day.
It definitely is. And, basically people can use their charm from Venus in trine to Mars and Jupiter, Mercury in trine to Jupiter, to strengthen bonds, while at the same time use my Mercury opposing Chiron to help heal old wounds.
Yeah, that's the curse breaker of
Right.
the day, is that it sounds like communication's has an opportunity to get better, have deeper conversations, a lot of creativity that day,
Exactly.
and maybe
go ahead.
overcome something from your past together.
Right. And what I chose in regards to candles was Forever Mine and Healing Arts.
Okay.
Forever Mine from the Wicked Witch Mojo line, and Healing RX from Aunt Jackie's Hoodoo. The reason being is that, Forever Mine enhances charm and connection in relationships.
I love it.
And Healing RX is to assist with the emotional healing and deeper conversations that you need to have at the same time.
That is a lovely combination. Being stagnant in your relationship has been an issue. This is a great combo just to help give that boost.
Absolutely. And that moves us into Wednesday, which is October the 9th. Jupiter's going to turn retrograde. Now,
for how long?
There's a couple of things. For like 4 months. Okay, Jupiter's retrograde for a while. He turns retrograde in Gemini. This is kind of, there's two things that happen. One of the overarching things about, how when we talk about Mercury retrograde, we talk about revisiting old things from the past. All of those are E words.
Right.
You have one with Jupiter also, and it's called renege. And basically when you renege on something, it's where you fail to keep an agreement. So the difficulty with Jupiter retrograde is that Jupiter is the great benefic. He makes a lot of promises. He does a lot of protection. He keeps things going. Now he may still do a little bit of that. Don't count on it.
Okay.
And how you should use the energy in a proactive sort of way is that you need to revisit your old ideas, question everything you thought that you knew, because, Jupiter has to do a lot with beliefs. Even maybe realizing, that perfect idea that you thought was going to work out didn't work out all that well.
Yeah. You know what I see in this is that something that you may have cast some judgment on, or had a misunderstanding with your, those past beliefs, et cetera, et cetera. I like that this is the curse you can break.
Right. And it's about, the curse of inflexibility, I think, is really what it is. Because what, basically, during this time, people should really try to be flexible and revisit old plans, or be open to old plans or ideas that may not have worked in the past, but may work for you now, and getting rid of ones that don't work for you.
Because you learn something new, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I would also even journal and meditate on lessons that you've learned from the past.
And maybe avoid overthinking it.
Right.
Jupiter doesn't like you to overthink things.
Right. Candle, I recommend it. Because you know what? Even though that Jupiter may be in a situation where he may not be blessing you as much, Storm Sestavani and Coventry Creations can. It's called Lucky Star.
Right. I do use that planet's candle, even if it's in retrograde, to bring the beneficent part of it back out.
Right. Because it encourages luck and clarity and helps you. The thing about Jupiter, people will always question me, Jackie, and they'll say, oh, that was so lucky. I really don't believe in luck. Okay. I really believe that what we consider luck is just noticing the opportunities that are presented to us.
Yeah. Well, what is it? There was a quote that I just had the other day, which is, luck is really seeing the opportunity in the work you've already done.
Right. Exactly. And, that moves us, of course, into Thursday, October the 10th, and the moon is going to be in Capricorn. It's a great day for you to get busy, get all your to-do lists done, get all of the stuff that you're responsible for taken care of, focus on your finances. Do you need to do anything to uplift your career, or in your career, are there things that you may need to focus on? What are your responsibilities? Just taking care of business, basically.
I like it. That's a good day.
Yeah, definitely.
Thursday is just like a discipline and goal setting day. And I love that, because Thursday is my goal setting day. I mean, Thursday is when I start to assess what I've done this week. What am I going to do next week? What do I need to to put together. So that works perfectly for me. Thank you.
On my little cards, Jackie, my little thing that I noted, and by the way, my moon natally is in Capricorn. So this is a lunar return. My lunar return happens whenever the moon is in Capricorn. And one of the things that I wrote down, Jackie, for this particular time is how can I be a better steward to my life?
That is a good statement. I like that.
Go
ahead. Please continue.
No. So what I recommended, stability.
Of course.
Whenever the moon is in Capricorn, I usually recommend stability. I'm not going to
It is such a Capricorn candle.
Right.
It really is that.
And I love the smell of that candle. It's so earthy, and it's just one of my favorites.
And where I see as us curse breakers talk about the curse you can break for this is that curse of procrastination, lack of direction, feeling a little aimless. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person. Like, I've been struggling with procrastination and lack of direction on and off for a while now. With everything going on in this world, everything going on with this economy, I've been, oh my God, I don't even know. I'm like doing TMJ exercises to get my jaw to unclench. So this is a great time for me to use that stability candle to help break that and say, okay, wait, when I find direction, I don't procrastinate anything. I think procrastination comes in when you don't know where you're going to go, or you don't like where it's going.
Right, exactly. And that moves us into Friday and Saturday. Okay, those 2 days are together this week. The moon is going to be in Aquarius. Okay. It's a little bit of a quirky type of energy for some people. A lot of people have a bit of they feel on edge when the moon is in Aquarius, Jackie, and because it's ruled by Uranus, and it's about that rebellious type of spirited nature. Okay. And the moon in Aquarius promotes independence, forward thinking. It's about thinking about things in a progressive sort of way. And I don't mean that in a political way. I mean, I think that people look at the word progressive as a negative word now. It means, what are you going to do to change your life to make it better? Okay.
What are you going to progress in?
Yeah. Where
are you making progress?
Look at the root word, people.
We're making progress. And isn't Aquarius very like that unique self? Yeah. But yet it's a unique self that wants to find like-minded people who are unique like them.
It lets your freak flag fly.
Okay.
How are you a freak? Embrace your inner freak. Okay. Which is why when the moon is in Aquarius, I encourage people to embrace new ideas. If you have some form of a new program. Mine, by the way, is Adobe Firefly. I'm obsessed with it.
I love it.
But it's about geeking out on it.
And the curse that you can break with this is that conformity. When you're feeling like I should, you can break the I should, I must. I have to conform to what other people around me need. And if that's your struggle, this is a great time to work on breaking that curse.
Right. And also, it's a time to reconnect with friends and your community and who you are in your community and how you want to be seen in your particular community. And, interestingly enough, and I don't think that this candle gets enough attention, Jackie. I think it should be, if there is one candle out of the Astro Magic line that I think it needs to be, sticker. We need to make some stickers just to put on people's heads. It's the Do You candle.
The moon.
Yeah, the moon.
I love it.
Because it's the Do You is about that individuality. It's about embracing the particular parts of yourself that are individual and unique, about getting into your body, about getting into who you authentically are.
That self-expression we all need.
Right. Absolutely.
So this is a day embracing your unique ideas and independence. I love it. Right. Yeah. I'm excited because it's a good, you know what? I'm planning something for those days.
Right. Now, I flew through those days, Jackie, because Sunday is the biggest day of the week and we got a lot going on. It's the most intense day of the week. There's 4 major astrological aspects that all occur on the one day. And Mercury is going to move out of Libra and into Scorpio. Okay. So it's a big old huge day.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
It's a big, huge, gigantic day. And one of the things that I do, Jacki, when I'm looking at, for example, you're looking at this, Mercury is going to square Pluto. Okay. Mars is going to square Chiron. The sun is going to oppose Chiron. And then you kind of get this lovely sun trine Jupiter, which, by the way, when the sun trines Jupiter, it's considered one of the most luckiest days of the year. Okay.
But with all these squares at the same time?
Yeah, with all these squares at the same time.
We're squaring up.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to find anything good out of this? And with the moon moving out of fair and balanced Libra into intense, turbulent Scorpio, okay, you're like, okay, let's throw, the out of the frying pan and straight into the fire type of energy here. I guess I should just break these all down. Mercury square Pluto. Expect intellectual and mental intensity. It's when all of those dark thoughts, Jacki, are going to pop into your head.
Okay. So after the party that you're going to throw on Saturday, Friday, now you got to deal with all of your doubt of whether it went well.
And the obsession that goes along with that, Jacki.
Yeah.
Add with Pluto, also add the word obsession. And think about, you went somewhere and, you told Sue that her, shirt looked a little awkward. Or, oh, I really don't like that color on you. And then you're at home thinking, did I hurt Sue's feelings? Is she not going to talk to me anymore?
Did I drink too much?
Stab me in the back? Did I drink too much? Does everybody hate me now? And it is that whole mental spiral, okay, that goes along with that. So I think that on one level that's the aspect of it, okay? And I think on the other side of it, it's also a time, if we use that energy proactively, again, Mercury, okay? Intense thoughts, intense combos, okay? Combined with mental deep dives, okay? So it is a time that you may want to explore. Why did you feel the urge to tell Sue that she had a sucky shirt? What's that about? Why did I do that? What was urging me?
But do that without being obsessive.
Am I a see you next Tuesday? All of these particular types of things, to look at your own inner motivations. And I don't think that we do that enough, Jacki. I don't think that we think about things in that way and say, okay, I'm not going to play these negative tapes. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, why did I feel the urge to do that? And dig deep. Maybe do a tarot reading.
You know what? I think about that all the time. So I'm going to have to, take care that day.
Yeah. You may need to put like 5 little gold stars on them. Because, Mercury is, when it squares Pluto, it's going to be in Libra. Okay. So there's still a relationship dynamic there. Okay. Immediately, once it gets done squaring Pluto, because Pluto right now is at 29 degrees of Capricorn, it's going to then immediately move into Scorpio. So it's moving out of this fair and balance straight into the depth of the sewer. Okay. It's not a time for small talk. This is really a day where you need to do a pullback, stay away from people, do your own inner work, focus on your inner work.
So it's not a family dinner Sunday.
No, not at all. In fact, if you get invited to family dinner, you have stomach cramps and you're on your period.
So it sounds like
this is 72, you're on your period.
Sounds like this needs to be self-care day in the way of that you're journaling and meditating and finding your white space in your life, your quiet space.
Because a lot of times the positive aspect about Mercury and Scorpio, Jacki, is a lot of inner truths will come out. A lot of things that may have been hidden before or you may not have realized may come to the surface. So, there is the positive dimension to all of this. After that happens, then it's going to be Mars is going to square Chiron, which is kind of pushing through the old wound. So you can see, Jacki, how this is laying itself out. Okay. So you're having the negative self-talk. And then it is immediately, I did that to Sue because when I was 16, my neighbor next to me told me I suck and now I want to inflict that pain on everybody.
So now it's time to find that and then let it come up and get healed.
Right. And you get 2 options with that because you have Mars that's going to square Chiron and then you have the sun that's going to opposed Chiron. And Sun opposed Chiron is about balancing inner peace with assertiveness in relationships. Okay. So that's where you can say, how can I consciously start to act in a way that's better? I see the old wounds. Okay. How can I make better choices in the future? And it may be to have only 3 glasses of wine rather than 4. And then you may not feel the urge to tell Sue that her shirt sucks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love actually that the sun trines Jupiter afterwards, because that's that lovely, expansive energy. So, the luck in regards to this situation, Jackie, may be the luck of
Healing.
Of healing and getting beyond old stuff from the past that may be running and controlling your life and you don't even realize it.
So this is a deep day, and you can do a lot of personal curse breaking.
Mm-hmm.
You can do curse breaking.
It's the day of curse breaking, girl.
It's the day of curse breaking. So, okay.
Yeah.
So breaking the curse of fear, self-doubt, of where your emotional triggers are, where your power struggles are, watching your obsessive thoughts, just paying attention to what's going on that day.
The candles that I picked for this day, I give a candle for every single aspect, but Uncrossing by Aunt Jackie, Truth Serum from the Astro Magic line. That's the Mercury candle from the Astro Magic line. And Out of My Way by Wicked Witch Mojo. And the reason I chose them, Jackie, Uncrossing is for clarity and protection in intense moments.
Also helps clear the blocks.
Right.
And removes those negative circular thoughts. That those influences.
Right. Truth Serum to aid in honest communication and uncover hidden truths.
I love that, because it's honest communication with yourself too. There's a lot of self-work.
Right. And Out of My Way for clearing obstacles and embracing inner strength.
I love it.
Right, exactly.
And don't forget ending the day with a Jupiter candle.
Yeah. The lucky star, get it out there.
Mm-hmm. Once you do all this work, so when you're emptying, like you're clearing and you're healing things, you got to refill, and you want to refill with the right stuff.
Right.
Deep transformation stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay. So this is our VIP is Mars.
Right.
This week. So
very important planet, Mars. Yeah.
Very important planet is Mars. So recap why you chose it versus, say, Mercury, because Mercury moved signs.
The reason, because Mars is the underlying, even the ruler of Scorpio is Mars.
Oh.
The ruler of Chiron is in Aries. The ruler of Aries is Mars. Okay. So you have behind all of this stuff, Jackie, all of this martial energy, which is about going out. Mars is the henchman of the sun. Okay. The sun is our sense of individuality. The center of our personality. Mars is the planet that goes out into the world and gets the sun what it wants. Okay. And I chose Mars because when you're going through deep transformation, when you're going through creative exploration, when you're going through healing, the thing that you have to put first and foremost is that it's not going to do you any good to heal Sue. You already did the damage to Sue. Heal yourself. And
this
then
is the big
help Sue later.
I am identity week. You're really working, like scanning through this week again really, really quickly, where everything is with the moon in Sagittarius, which is adventure and breaking from routine. Mm-hmm. You have Tuesday with Venus and Mars and Mercury and Jupiter, all this stuff, which is all about, there's a lot of old wounds coming up that you have an opportunity to heal. So when you heal an old wound, you're understanding who you are. And then, all of this, there's so much introspection this week. This is the week of your identity. Mm-hmm. Healing things that need to be healed, really remembering who you are, and then seeing if that's who you want to be.
Exactly, because our VIP next week is Venus. So it is, it is going to switch back over to relationships next week. So the way that you can give more in your relationships is to do you first. Focus on you, change you, transform you. You'll be able to offer more in relationships. It's just the way it works.
So the week of Monday, this October 7th through Sunday, October 13th is a week for you. Mm-hmm. So I would say, look at the schedule. Don't see what you can unplan. Mm-hmm. So you have more time for you.
Get some Kleenex.
Yeah. And
And
you know
maybe a
what?
journaling book and some nice pens.
Right. You know, some nice hobby where you can be repetitive and let your brain unwind.
And you know me, Jackie, I'll take any opportunity to go out and buy some pens. I will.
I love office.
Yes, I know. I mean, after coffee, office supply is my jam.
You know, I love a good pen. Love a good pen. And just some good paper. Love it. It's funny because Storm, you and I were talking about earlier is that we could leave our notes up on our computer screens, but we're like, no, I need it on paper because I'll make notes, I'll circle things, I'll do stuff. I read better on paper.
And I'm born this way. I mean, you know, I look at, my partner's younger than I am, Jackie, and he does things totally different. The idea of printing things out on a printer is like anathema to him. Not that, but everything is like on his cell phone. And I'm thinking to myself, but where's your backup? That's the whole thing that I'm thinking about. Okay, but what happens if my computer explodes 5 minutes before I go on the air?
That's so funny. I also write in cursive.
Yes.
It's not just a special artsy thing.
Yeah.
It's just, well, I write in a hybrid.
Because I took a calligraphy class.
It's a hybrid, really.
Yes.
So, exactly. Okay, so we have a nice recap on our week. This is a week about you. And so we have all the different things for each day that we outlined each day. So, and where can they find... Make the most of it. Make the most of it. So where can they find more information on what we talked about? Where can they find us? All that stuff.
Sure. They can find us at thecursebreakers.com, the Curse Breakers, because we're the Curse Breakers. People can find me at stormsestavani.com. That's my website. And on all socials, I'm at Storm Sestavani, except for Facebook. I'm facebook.com/astrogossip, because I love astrology and that's what I like to talk about. So where do they find you, Jackie?
You can find Coventry and all the products we mentioned, and me at coventrycreations.com. And on the socials, you can find us under Coventry Creations or Coventry Candles. And that's where you can find me. My amazing staff will get any of your direct messages right to me. That's easier to find me there than trying to find the right Jackie Smith out in the world.
Now, at the end of the month of October, aren't you also doing the Gathering of Witches?
I am. Thank you for reminding me. I am doing the Gathering of Witches, and I will have a link to that on our show notes. Or you can look up the Gathering of Witches and join us. There's a lot of amazing authors. It's sponsored. A lot of Wiser authors. I don't know if it's sponsored by Wiser, but yeah, there's some heavy hitters, and you're gonna love it.
Definitely. So check that out. Make sure that you check out the Gathering of Witches. Check out our website. We will have the forecast that will be posted on our website. And Jackie, what do they need to do in the meantime?
You need to keep it magic.
Speak life, everybody.